So what I want to do today is show you how to extend the LED rock light wires because you don't have enough, especially for the one that comes from the driver's side rear. It's just not long enough. Alright, I already mounted the LED lights. It's right there. Okay. And right there. So they're all mounted. But this wire that's back here only reaches up to here. I've already cut it, as you can see. Alright, but it won't go all the way to the other side to reach here, whereas where I have all my connectors. So the one from the front drivers reaches here, and it's got a little bit extra. Not bad. Then the one from the passenger side rear is right here, which reaches perfectly. And then the one from right here, passenger front, you got a ton of wire. So what I'll do is cut some of this wire, solder it, and add it to the piece over on the other side, which doesn't reach, which is from the rear driver's side, and then it'll reach here. So I'll be soldering in. I'll show you how to do it. I've already cut that other piece, and then I'll cut this one here, which, because I got a ton of it, splice it, and I'll have enough, and you don't have to order. I was going to buy more wire and connect them with this, but I can solder. It's only 4 little wires. So let's set up the soldering iron and we'll get started. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is cut the long piece, which is the piece that I have from here, from the front. All right, I put a towel there so I don't scratch the fender. So this comes from right under the fender, so it's really long. So I'm going to cut it and then add this little piece here with the end. All right. I already stripped it. It's from the other one, from the other side, but it doesn't really matter. You can do it either way. Okay. You can cut it cut this one twice and add it. It's up to you. Doesn't make a difference. So let me just cut that, and I'll strip it and put it in position. So you know, before you solder, you got to put some solder flux on all the wires, so the solder will fix. So I just kind of dip them in there a little bit too much there. All right, that doesn't reach, so I'll okay. I'll just heat it up, put the solder on it, and then I'll put the sleeves on the heat shrink sleeves. Let me just set it up for the solder. See, now this little gadget I bought at Harbor Freight. Man, does this help. Because most of the time you can't hold both wires. So you burn your hands, you can't get it straight. So this little gadget helps tremendously, especially when it comes to small little wires. So get yourself one of these. I recommend it highly. Alright, Harbor Freight. Now, before you solder, you got to put all your heat shrink sleeves in. Alright, this will go into here. Okay, and that'll shrink and it'll cover everything. Then I got to put the real tiny ones into each wire. each of these wires so that I can heat shrink it once I solder it. Let me put those in, and then we're gonna solder the wires. All right, the heat shrink sleeves are in. That's the large one, will cover everything overall. And then I got the tiny ones over here. Put them away from the tip because you don't want to heat them up because they'll shrink. So they're all in place. We're going to solder our wires together with the help of our holder, and then we'll shrink the sleeves. Okay, all the wires are soldered. Obviously blue with blue, green with green, red with red, and black with black. It's very simple. All right, but again, they're tiny wires. So by the way, when you strip them, don't use a wire stripper to use them because you're going to cut through them. What I use is the utility knife, and just trim off a little bit very carefully so you don't cut the wire. All right, so because it's really tiny wires. So that's it. Now I'm going to cover the heat shrink and shrink it up. Heat gun's the best way to shrink it. You can do it with a match or a cigarette lighter, a little torch, and I've been using those, but seems to work better with the the hot air tool. This removes paint from whatever surface. Works really good. They're not expensive. And there it is. It's a heat shrink wrapping. It looks just like the original wire, and it's protected. Now I have a perfect length here, which isn't too long, to connect to these. Just a little extra just in case. But now it's that really long piece. I had about 10 feet of it, and that's it. And I'll do the same thing on the other side and connect them all to here, and that's it. So I got this one, which is the correct length. I got this one that has a little bit extra, and then I'll do the other side with the extra wire and connect it to the short one from there, and they'll all connect to here. And that's how you do it. Pretty simple. Just need some shrink wrap. Okay, so now we got all our pieces are all pretty much the same length. I got 3 of them. There. I finished soldering the other side. This one's just a little bit long, but it's not that much. I'm not going to cut that one. I'll just leave it long just in case. And that's it. I just got to connect them to my connector here, and I'm done. Pretty easy.